Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. Here we are in sunny Sunrise, Florida, with our Panthers franchise mode. In the last one, we were able to sim up pretty much to the deadline. I'm not sure that I actually want to go fully into the deadline. Might just make our trades before it so I don't have to re-edit the lines, but nonetheless, here we are. Our roster looking the same way that it has been all year long. Let's take a look here. We are third in the division, giving us a normal playoff spot, which is good, but we're fighting the Maple Leafs. We're having to hold them off, and we're quite a bit behind the Lightning. And to improve that, in the last one we discussed a couple of options, one of which is a goalie, and another of which was a defenseman, as well as potentially just trying to find a forward in general who works. To cover some of these options, though, let's go ahead and take a look. The main goalie option that we were looking at was Darcy Kemper of the Colorado Avalanche. And just for the record, again, this is my bad, as Kemper is on here as he should be, but Grubauer shouldn't, and that was just a mistake that I made during the editing. My apologies for that one. If EA would actually support the updates, I wouldn't have to do it, but again, I'm going to let that go. I'm not salty. Anyways, let's go ahead and just take a look at what we're going to have to give up to make this happen. I know I gave a preview of it in the last one of what I thought it would take. But, frankly, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what it would take. How would that stack up? Like, if I was to offer that. Wow. Alright, apparently we made a move for a goalie, so that's cool. Costed significantly less than what I thought it was going to. Alright, well, that actually leaves us with a great chunk of assets left to try to make another move. And one of the moves I was specifically looking at was from Nashville here, who, as you can see, have Mattias Ekholm on the block, who, by the way, is on a great contract. Let me just throw that out there. But he, if I remember correctly, yes, all defensive pairings, all power play lines. He may not be great for the penalty kill, but he's an 86 overall. I'm not gonna worry too much about that. So I want to see what it would take to get him. Clearly, we have plenty of cap space. That's not a problem. It's really just going to be trying to come up with the value to be able to get him. Some of the guys that I know that we talked about were E2, who I'm kind of okay with giving up at this point, as well as a future second round pick. I don't want to do that. Yeah, we'll do 2023. It's not a great draft from what I can remember, but the reason that I'm okay giving up E2 here, I've never actually seen E2 grow to anything aside from maybe a decent fourth line center, and even at that, like, we have a couple of guys who I think could do that. He's a two-way forward, which isn't super useful to me, and on top of this all, he's 22 and 75, so it's not like he's going to be a super young fourth line center. He's going to be a fourth line center when he's 25, 26. So with all that in mind, this is what I think that we should offer. Let's see if we can get her done. Nashville, I know you're rebuilding. I know that you want E2 here. Great future depth piece for you. So, what do you say? Rejected. Okay, that's understandable. And I believe I said that in the last one. This was actually going to be a trade offer that would have been declined. I would personally decline it, but then again, I wouldn't be offering Ekholm. So, that's really, however you want to take that. What else could we offer them? That's ultimately what this comes down to, because someone like a Juleson suddenly becomes very interesting to me as a potential trade target, as he's also someone that they want. So let's see, if I throw Juleson in there, and you would have more than 45 skaters, I'm fine with taking back somebody, because I'd like somebody to fill in for him in the AHL. Potentially Spiza? Maybe Spiza. Given that you want to give up Spiza as well. Yeah, Spiza's going to be the guy. So let's see. How would this fare? Accepted. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. These two, I think, are going to make our team exceptionally better. Quite a large bit better. Someone is up that shouldn't be. That would be Spiza. Is he going to have to clear waivers? He is. Is he going to get claimed? No. We'll set it to best lines, and I'll run through and edit that here in a minute. Next up, I wanted to try to see if we could find a bottom line sniper. Or not bottom, my third line sniper, pardon me. And the option that we had discussed was Pittsburgh Penguins center Jeff Carter. And Jeff Carter really isn't that much of an increase, which is why I'm very tentative to try to do that. I just don't feel like he's really going to be all that much of an upgrade over Michael Grabner. Especially given the years that they're having. Let me just give me 1 second to just pull that up real quick for you. So, Grabner isn't necessarily having a terrible year. If I remember, yeah. 21 points, it's about average for a third liner. So let me just take a look. Let's see here. What is Jeff Carter doing? How is he doing? 37 points in 61 games, averaging what amount of ice time? It's about second line ice time. 28 points. It's not great. That's putting it kindly. I mean, that's not very good, to be real. Let's just see if there's any other better options out there. So let's go ahead and go to player search. We will pull up sniper, not left hand. Why? Why would handedness even remotely matter? I do not care. And I'd like one on a max of a 2-year deal. I probably should have sorted by I probably should have put overall as a criteria. I like the idea of a 1-year guy, but I'm not sure who would be the best option for us. Jaden Schwartz here, I like a lot. Pardon me. He does not fit the penalty kill though, which kind of hurts his value to me. Oh my gosh, is it really this difficult to find someone who fits our power play? Thomas Tatar works on the third line. Noted. As does Oliver Bjorkstrand. As does Kevin Fiala. Ooh. But I'm not seeing anybody as a potential. Yeah. What's Fiala look like? 83. Okay. Bjorkstrand, that trade value is too high for me. And Tatar. Honestly, I think Tatar is who I want to target out of this group, given that he is a veteran, which this team could always use veterans. And on top of that, he's only on a 1-year deal, so it's not that big of a deal if I lose him. That being said, I don't have a whole lot to give up. Yeah. Oof. Let's take a look here. What is Grabner a right wing? What is Grabner worth? Grabner is worth essentially nothing. Lovely. So then it becomes a what would you give up for him? And Sardif becomes my target. Him or Noel. I think it might be Noel, but Noel is also a power forward, so it kind of pushes me away from wanting to give up Noel. Just let's take a look, Maybe it's some combination. Well, maybe it's some combination of these 4th rounders. But the thing is that I feel very confident in this first year drafting. So maybe we just throw a little pick package together. Maybe we put a pick package together and we include a prospect or 2. Maybe Sorella there. They'd like him. And Rubinski. Okay, it's not there whatsoever. Okay. Okay, so it's probably going to have to be Sardif. But the thing about Sardif is that I don't mind giving him up. Again, two-way forward. I can replace that in the draft, that in the 4th round. You know what? Out of curiosity, can I just get a 4th rounder just for the fun of it? Obviously, I'm not going to be able to get all of those, but yeah, I figured. Kind of hurts, but it's whatever. 4th this year, and I'll give you a 4th from the year after that. Ooh, okay, you want to make it steep then. Alright. I guess I'll give a 3rd. Montreal. Montreal, like, let's be honest with ourselves here. Again, we're going to go to the future years. And for anybody who's sitting there in the comments saying, why do you trade future years? That doesn't make sense. You don't know what you're going to be like then. You're right, I don't. But you know what I do know? I know that I'm good enough at managing assets to where if we have to be able to rebuild through those years, I can find a way to get ourselves some picks. And with that being said, we now have a new 3rd line sniper. So, let's go take a look at how our new pieces fit. I really think this could be some very key additions for this team. Especially given the fact that in the playoffs, your overall matters a heck of a lot more than your more than your chemistry. I don't know why I was having such a hard time thinking of that. Tatar doesn't necessarily fit amazingly there, but that's okay. That's okay. As long as he can help us get it here, we're fine with that. Tip it. There you go. Instead of Comtois, can I bring in Tatar? I can. So, I think that that'll work great. I think that it looks great. Tatar fits well. Everything about it seems great to me. Let's look at the defense now. Instead of Caleb Jones, we are going to run with Ekholm. Ekholm fits well enough. What is he? Ooh, he's a balanced. That is really nice. Balance are normally pretty difficult to find, honestly. So my question is, does Ekholm work on the PK? Does not. Okay, because the problem is that he would want more playing time, obviously. However, he does work well on the power play, so I wonder. Pionk. Let's just take you off here for just a minute. Just see how it feels, you know. Okay. Well, he's a perfect fit for our power play. So I actually want to let Ekholm run that, especially considering that Pionk works on the penalty kill. So we're going to run with Neil Pionk on the penalty kill. 3-man, it's going to have, yep, Pionk. Okay. Everything looks good there. And Darcy Kemper is now our starter. And we have Grabner and Jones for the playoffs. Yeah, I really like the trades that we made and the acquisitions that we've made. This looks like a very talented roster that could go far. So, let's go ahead and let's get past this trade deadline. Let's start off with a W against the Kings. Come on, give it to me. There we go. Huberdeau up to 70 points. I don't know if y'all just take a little peek at that. We're gonna keep our current trade block. Thanks, so. I'm gonna continue simming. And now here's the 1.5 year load time that it gives you. Man, I almost feel bad because like all those EA devs that are sitting there like, yeah, we came up with this trade deadline. Yeah, it's the brand new feature. It's gonna be amazing. I'm kind of just smacking them in the face and being like, yeah, well, I don't want to be a part of it. Oh, man. So, just check. Yep, our lines are still the same. Always got to make sure. EA likes to Likes to switch them up, think that they're better at this job than you. And we lose to Colorado. Not ideal. I can genuinely say that is not ideal. So let's go ahead, let's get the last little bit of the season out of the way. Let's see what we can do. Do a little season recap. Okay, we get a couple W's there. That's good, that's good. We got to make this push. Here we go. Ottawa we beat. Pittsburgh we beat. Good. Boston, big game here, big game. W, let's go. And Minnesota. But then we lose to Detroit. Like, excuse me? I'm a Detroit fan, and we shouldn't beat the Panthers. Like, we'll worry about that later. LA loses, or we lose to LA. We lose to, oh, boys, fix it. Fix it. Boston, another big game. Big W. Big W. Oh, a couple interdivisional games. It's looking good. W over there. Oh, this is looking good. Now, I don't believe that we have a chance to be able to take the division, but I believe we may. Yes, we have second place, which is home ice advantage. I would love to be able to hit 50 wins on the year. If we did that, yeah, we would beat Boston if Boston lose both. But, I mean, that's asking for quite a bit. Maybe we don't. Maybe I'm just bad at math. I believe we could tie. I don't know. Okay. Boston won. Boston won one of their games, but we made it close. Let's see here. So, is there any team that has not played 82? Nope, everybody has played 82. So, let's go ahead and take a look at the end of year stats. So, Huberdeau led us in points along with Barkov. That top line looks like they did exceptionally well. Tippett at a 79, putting up under 50 points on the first line. You don't love it, but he's going to grow. And the top two are going to carry him until he grows. Tatar actually played 84 games, which is funny. The second line did exceptionally well. Sam Reinhart on the second line being over a point per game, I love. Absolutely love to see that. Let's continue down. Yeah, Carter Verhaeghe's almost a 50-point player on the third line. Yep, love that. Yeah, everybody looks like they did pretty well. Again, I'm going to have to get used to this new set of stats and this new set of data, given that this is a high-scoring league rather than a regular league, which it sounds really weird because, like, normally you don't think of. Well, I know that I said earlier that this is a more realistic setting, which it is, but the problem is that it does it for everyone and not just those exceptional players. So, giveaways, takeaways, man, Barkov. Man, dude. Whew, okay. Hornquist, though, knocking people around. Tippett, even. Dang. Okay, Tippett. Let's look at the defense. We're hitting 54 points out of 2 defensemen. One's a defensive defenseman? Say less. Let's go. Alright. So that looks really solid. Yandel did exceptionally well on the power play. Even better than Pionk. Or Ekholm. Or them combined. So, yeah. Takeaways to giveaways. Yeah, still yet to fully understand this. Blocked shots. Yeah, over 100. Oh, and for those of you who don't know, when you were seeing this, am currently out of town, so that's probably why I have not responded or used any of your ideas from the comment section. I felt bad, I forgot to mention that in the last one, but I just want to make sure that I made that clear with this one. So Darcy Kemper put up some pretty dang good stats. Like those are nice. I like it. I like that a lot. Spencer Knight cooled off a little bit, but that's okay. He's still an 81. That's okay. But did Darcy Kemper have a point? Didn't think so. Alright, now I forgot. We need to take a look at the whole league here. Let's see. What did everybody do? So, what did Ovechkin end up with? Wow, Ovi cooled off. Wow. Okay, Scheifele with 121 points in itself is just ridiculous. Wheeler with him along with McKinnon. So, yeah. It's pretty difficult to say that this is anybody but Scheifele's award for the Hart. Ovechkin, man, dude, he even stopped scoring goals. Like, not at. Let me rephrase. He didn't stop scoring goals, but he didn't score as many goals. So yeah, we're gonna need Huberdeau and Barkov to hit over 100. But I think that once Tippett gets up there, when Tippett gets up there in rating, then we'll be good to go. I think that will really help out that line. So let's see, where do we rank? We were the 4th best team in the NHL. You know, I'll take that. I will happily take that. Goals for per game, we came down a little bit. Still the 3rd best in the league, though. Goals against per game also came down a bit, which is good. Was it 6th? Yeah, 6th best in the league. Much better. The power play percentage went down a lot. Okay. So maybe that's something to think about for the playoffs. If we're starting to struggle in the power play, is potentially putting Neil Pionk back there. Just something to think about. The PK percentage went up, which is good because it was abysmal. But it looks like we're trending in the right direction at least. Looks like we're getting up there. Shorthanded goals, just a curiosity, 7 of them, we'll take that. Take that. Alright, well. That all looks pretty solid. This team had a good run, good year. So, let's take a look and see who we're going to face in the first round. If I'm not mistaken, it's the Battle of Florida, baby. Let's go. I hope that you all are excited for that one, just as I am. And I think this is where I'm going to cut this one off. I hope that you all enjoyed the video. Like, share, and subscribe for more. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye.